You're gonna be stunned by what we uncover about some of the biggest stars of Hollywood's golden age. In today's video, we're revealing the top 5 lesbian closet cases that will shock you.
Howdy, Olga.
You won't believe what these ladies kept hidden behind closed doors. Number 5. TALLULAH Bankhead. Known for her larger-than-life personality and unapologetic attitude, Bankhead was an iconic figure in the world of entertainment. Not only was she a talented stage actress, but she also made significant impact in radio, film, and television. She was a high-energy, outgoing alcoholic and drug addict who, quote, constantly, hungrily, and without reservation sought sex of every variety, end quote. At the beginning of the story, Hope Williams was 19 years old when she introduced 16-year-old TALLULAH to the world of lesbian sex, and she took to it pretty damn quickly. Bankhead's openness about her sexuality was a rarity during the golden age of Hollywood. She embraced her desires and had relationships with both men and women. In fact, it's challenging to find a lesbian or bisexual woman from that era who is not rumored to have had a romantic connection with TALLULAH. Her alleged lovers included some of the most prominent names of the time, including Greta Garbo, Hope Williams, Beatrice Lillie, Patsy Kelly, Catherine Cornell, Billie Holiday, Libby Holman, Hattie McDaniel, Eva Le Gallienne, Barbara Stanwyck, and Mercedes de Acosta. Bankhead's adventurous spirit and insatiable appetite for love and pleasure led her to explore relationships of every variety. Despite briefly marrying actor John Emery for 4 years, Bankhead never entered into another marriage. She openly declared her disinterest in long-term commitments and reveled in the fleeting nature of her love affairs. She found little surprise in the findings of the Kinsey Report, which shed light on human sexuality. According to her, the Kinsey Report didn't surprise her at all. She declared, quote, "I've had many momentary love affairs. A lot of these impromptu romances have been climaxed in a fashion not generally condoned. I go into them impulsively. I scorn any notion of their permanence. I forget the fever associated with them when a new interest presents itself," end quote. Bankhead's audacious behavior and outspoken nature made her a target of criticism for the Hays Committee, a regulatory organization responsible for enforcing moral guidelines in the film industry. They deemed her, quote, unsuitable for the public due to her, quote, verbal moral turpitude. Even today, this next line would break the ice. According to the Daily Beast, Bankhead often introduced herself at soirees by saying, quote, "I'm a lesbian. What do you do?" This was evidently a sly response to the actress's alleged same-sex dalliances, her, quote, close friendships, being inelegantly referred to in a magazine called Broadway Brevities. There was a scandal during Bankhead's lifetime about her purported tryst with Eva Le Gallienne. Throughout her career, Bankhead remained true to herself and never shied away from embracing her desires. Her alleged relationships with Mercedes de Acosta, Greta Garbo, Hope Williams, and Barbara Stanwyck only added to her mystique and solidified her status as a trailblazer in defying societal norms. According to reports, she once allegedly said, quote, "I want to try everything once," and, quote, "conventional sex gives me claustrophobia." One of the most noteworthy aspects of Bankhead's romantic life was her reported affair with comedic actress Patsy Kelly. Known for her sassy maid roles on the silver screen, Kelly openly shared her experiences with Bankhead. In 1994, Kelly was willing to share her story with Bose Hadley for the author's book, Hollywood Lesbians. Kelly said that she and Bankhead had been in a loving relationship for a long time. Quote, "It was on and off, and mostly it depended on TALLULAH's mood," she claimed. Quote, "When she'd get caught up with a man, she'd go quite hetero on us," end quote. Number 4. Greta Garbo. A true icon of Hollywood's golden age, Garbo, known for her mesmerizing beauty, enigmatic persona, and legendary privacy, left an indelible mark on the film industry. While Garbo dated men throughout her life, she notably never married one. Rather than conforming to societal expectations and lying about her private life, she embraced her independence and established herself as a mysterious and aloof figure. In a way, she was reminiscent of modern-day actress Kristen Stewart, who also values her privacy. At the age of 19, Garbo experienced a significant romantic encounter that would shape the rest of her life. While working on an obscure German film, she was seduced by Marlene Dietrich, described by Hollywood historian Diana McClellan as, quote, a bohemian young mama with a notorious and compulsive appetite for the sexual seduction of other beautiful women, particularly backstage, end quote. Garbo, described as simple and sensitive, fell for Dietrich, but their relationship ended in heartbreak. So hurt by Dietrich's actions, Garbo denied knowing her for the rest of her life. After moving to Hollywood and becoming a star, Garbo continued to explore her sexuality. She developed an intimate relationship with actress-writer Saka Vertel and was introduced to Mercedes de Acosta by Vertel. Garbo engaged in a romantic ping-pong of sorts with de Acosta, who would seek solace in Marlene Dietrich's arms whenever Garbo discarded her. This complex web of relationships adds another layer to Garbo's intriguing personal life. Although it remains unclear where Garbo precisely stood on the lesbian spectrum, history remembers her as a distinctly queer individual.
Morning, Hepburn. What are you doing up so early?
It's been speculated that she also had tender feelings for her childhood friend Mimi Pollock. I'll reveal that later. According to the New York Times, journalist Diana McClellan spent 5 years researching A-list lesbian love affairs in old Hollywood for her book, The Girls, Sappho Goes to Hollywood. After extensive research, McClellan unearthed evidence suggesting a romance between Greta Garbo and Marlene Dietrich when Garbo was just 19 years old. McClellan suspects the alleged dalliance informed much of Garbo's life from that point onward, including her mystique, inscrutability, and, quote, obsession with privacy. The Joyless Street, released in 1925, featured Dietrich, who McClellan claimed had a, quote, compulsive appetite for the sexual seduction of other beautiful women, allegedly sleeping with, quote, the simple, sensitive 19-year-old Swede. And Garbo reportedly referred to lesbian love affairs as being, quote, exciting secrets.
Goodbye, Sweden. Arge.
Private letters discovered in 2005 hinted at Garbo's deep longing and unrequited love for actress Mimi Pollock. The letters portrayed Garbo living a life of isolation and despair, pining for her childhood friend. In a poignant letter written in 1928, Garbo expressed her desire to see Pollock and discover if their feelings for each other remained as strong as before. Signing off with the heartfelt words, quote, I dream of seeing you and discovering whether you still care as much about your old bachelor. I love you, little mimosa. Garbo's personal life, filled with passionate love affairs and longing, adds another layer of complexity to her legendary status. Now, our sponsor for today's video, CuriosityStream, is a phenomenal streaming service that opens doors to a world of exclusive content. Picture this: award-winning documentaries and original series spanning science, nature, history, technology, and more, all under one roof. The beauty of CuriosityStream lies in its ever-expanding library. Every week, there's something new to dive into, ensuring you're always on the edge of discovery. One of its standout features is its flexibility. Whether you prefer watching on your TV, computer, or mobile device, CuriosityStream seamlessly adapts to your viewing habits. It's like having a personal theater right in your pocket. Moreover, CuriosityStream is not just entertaining, it's incredibly educational. Their documentaries are rich in content, focusing on science, history, and technology. Each piece is not just informative, but also engaging, making learning a pleasure. If you're passionate about expanding your knowledge and experiencing top-notch entertainment, CuriosityStream is your ideal companion. It's more than a streaming service. It's a gateway to a world of endless exploration and learning. So click the link below curiositystream.com/vintagetv and save 25% right now. Dive in and embark on a journey like no other. Number 3. Katharine Hepburn. A legendary actress known for her unique style, bohemian attitude, and trailblazing career. Hepburn's personal life was marked by her unconventional choices and a penchant for relationships with women. Even from a young age, Hepburn defied societal expectations. As a child, she shaved her head and went by the name Jimmy, displaying a rebellion against traditional gender norms. As she rose to fame as a super-famous actress, Hepburn became renowned for her boyish attire and bohemian persona. However, her refusal to conform to societal standards did not go unnoticed, as her agent's third wife infamously referred to her as, quote, "that dykey bitch." Hepburn's first alleged relationship was with her college friend Laura Harding, marking the beginning of her exploration of same-sex love. Over time, she developed a reputation for having an insatiable appetite for women. According to Scotty Bowers, a former pimp and author of Full Service, Hepburn frequently requested his assistance in finding young, dark-haired women who were not heavily made up. Bowers claimed to have facilitated encounters with over 150 different women for the 4-time Oscar winner, emphasizing Hepburn's fickle nature in her romantic pursuits. One of Hepburn's most notable relationships was with a 17-year-old beauty named Barbara. Reportedly, Hepburn became smitten with Barbara and even gifted her a brand-new, two-toned Ford Fairlane as a gesture of her affection. Their connection endured for an astonishing 49 years, and according to reports from BuzzFeed, Barbara received a mysterious letter from Hepburn's attorneys just 3 months before the actress's death in 2003. The letter allegedly contained a $100,000 check, leaving behind a trail of intrigue surrounding their relationship.
I don't know. Let's try.
Hepburn's relationships with women, including Laura Harding, the numerous encounters facilitated by Scotty Bowers, and her long-lasting connection with Barbara shed light on her exploration of love outside societal norms. Her fluid approach to relationships challenged the conventions of her time and showcased her willingness to embrace her authentic self. Number 2. Marlene Dietrich. She was a glamorous Hollywood icon known for her unapologetic attitude and magnetic presence. Dietrich's alleged relationships and lovers reveal a complex and multifaceted individual who defied societal expectations. Film critic Kenneth Tynan once described Dietrich as having, quote, "sex but no positive gender." Her unique brand of masculinity appealed to women, while her undeniable sexuality captivated men. Dietrich's journey began in the vibrant, arts-centric world of 1920s gay Berlin, before she moved to the US and became one of Hollywood's biggest female stars. Her love life was a testament to her free-spirited nature, as she engaged in affairs with both men and women. Dietrich's impact extended beyond her personal relationships. She challenged societal norms by donning pants and tuxedos on the silver screen, forever changing the way women thought about fashion. Her portrayal of strong, seductive characters and her willingness to lock lips with women on screen, as early as 1930, showcased her unapologetic embrace of her own sexuality. Among her alleged romantic liaisons, Dietrich was linked to prominent figures such as Kay Francis, Edith Piaf, and Mercedes de Acosta. However, one of the most intriguing connections was another Hollywood legend, Greta Garbo. According to journalist Diana McClellan in her book The Girls, Sappho Goes to Hollywood, Dietrich and Garbo reportedly embarked on a secretive affair. McClellan suggests that their relationship ended so poorly that Garbo refused to acknowledge Dietrich's existence for the rest of their lives. Interestingly, both Dietrich and Garbo were also linked to poet Mercedes de Acosta and writer Erich Maria Remarque during this time. Dietrich's daughter, Maria Riva, shed further light on her mother's complex sexuality in a 1992 tell-all book. While Dietrich remained married to film producer Rudolf Sieber, Riva revealed that her mother had affairs with men as, quote, a way of controlling and manipulating them, end quote, and not because she enjoyed it. Instead, her affairs with women were allegedly, quote, much more satisfying for her. It's important to note that critics have been hesitant to label Deitrich as bisexual, as her sexuality transcended traditional categories. As film critic Kenneth Tynan astutely remarked, Deitrich had, quote, sex without gender, embodying a unique and fluid expression of desire. Number 1. Joan Crawford. A renowned actress known for her glamorous style and memorable performances. While Crawford's sexuality has been the subject of speculation, concrete evidence about her alleged romances and affairs remains scarce. Crawford began her career as a stage dancer and was thrilled to be cast in a film alongside the legendary Greta Garbo, even though they didn't share any scenes together. When they finally met, Garbo took Crawford's face in her hands and expressed regret that they didn't have the opportunity to work together. Crawford later reflected on the encounter, stating, quote, if there was ever a time in my life when I might have been a lesbian, that was it. However, it's essential to recognize that this remark may have been made in jest rather than as a serious reflection on her sexuality. Throughout her life, Crawford had numerous lovers, both male and female. Among her alleged female lovers, she was said to have had relationships with Barbara Stanwyck, Marilyn Monroe, Martha Raye, and an actress named Marion Morgan, whose identity remains relatively unknown. These rumors have persisted over the years, contributing to speculation about Crawford's bisexuality. The fact remains, though, that with Crawford, we do not have concrete evidence of affairs or romances with women. While she had a reputation as something of a man-eater, with a penchant for seducing both men and women, the details of her relationships with women remain largely speculative. It is worth mentioning that MGM reportedly paid a significant sum of money in 1935 to suppress the release of a pornographic lesbian film in which Crawford had appeared when she was just 19 years old. This incident adds fuel to the rumors surrounding her sexuality. Wow, who would have thought that Hollywood's golden age had so many hidden secrets? Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends.